Well, we're back, Bones, with our first semifinal of the day. Big matchup, the #1 East Region Durham Lords versus the 2 seed out of the West, Seneca Sting. Earlier I said that they're the defending champions. I got that wrong. That was 2 years ago that they won the league. Humber's our reigning champion at the moment.
And we'll quickly announce the players of the game from the last game were Bethany Hofstetter, number 18 from Conestoga, and Sage Pettis, number 5 from Algonquin. Congratulations to them both.
Early here, Durham, all the possession, no big runs. There's a little bit of a crack there. Durham was the most improved team in the league this year. I believe 2 wins last year, and this year only 2 losses. Playing through the midfield here. Grinding it out. This is probably our longest phase of play to start a game. No hailing errors early for Durham. There's a good line. Little offload, and we'll see if the speed's on the edge. Good cover tackle, but number 4 by Seneca. And referee Ryan Jones says knock on by Durham, and we're going to have a scrum to Seneca.
Well, not only was it a thudding tackle, as that Durham player has a bit of a limp walking away after taking that hit, but it was effective in that it produced a turnover, and it'll be a Seneca scrum.
The referee says play on. That scrum was a little messy, but Seneca comes away with the ball, and Durham's struggling to bring down number 3.
Good run. So
earlier this morning, every time Seneca had ball in hand, they were able to break runs and pretty well score. And right off the bat here, oh, they get a knock on, and oh no. Referee Jones says penalty.
Was playing advantage for offside.
And there goes Seneca, and great lines, a huge stiff arm, but she's going to get penalized for that. It looks like time's going off, and he's going to have a word.
Yeah, contact to the face. You have to make sure your handoffs or your stiff arms come below the neckline, and the referee's indicating that. He's warned Seneca, so good on him. No card, and we'll play on.
And time's back in. Oh, good little run here, turning into a big run for Durham.
Kept their legs moving.
Collected several defenders. And Durham, as we saw here in September, they're not shy to find contact even when they're running with the ball. Oh, and tackler didn't roll away, so Seneca's got an opportunity on the penalty.
Yeah, and they got that ball on a turnover from some good tackling. That's been a hallmark of their game so far today, Seneca's. Very stiff tackling, staunch defense.
And big runs.
Yeah.
Good offload, and there was the big run. Number 8, Siciliano. What was the name, Bones? Siciliano. She was the player of the game earlier, and with that run, she's a leading candidate early here for Seneca.
Zoe Siciliano. I'll get it right. I had it right.
Yeah, we'll go with Zoe.
And she scores the game's first try. Very effective stiff arm for her, Kyle, and it was a textbook. Creates space between you and a would-be tackler, and she made that contact right at shoulder level, which is exactly what you want to do.
Really an excellent run.
Yep.
Good ball movement and got to the edge. Good offload on the last defender, and a big run with a great stiff arm. And we're 7-0 with the converts good.
Yeah, she's got the speed on the wing, Siciliano, and she's a strong girl too, as we saw with that fend right at the end when she scored the game's first try. Seneca up 7-0. Should mention that in the Durham lineup is Brooklyn Feasby, who's mom is from Belleville. And her
In the
dad
Seneca
played for the
lineup.
Bulls.
She's played for Seneca.
Seneca, sorry. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, good take there by Durham, and we'll see if they're... Oh, there's another good run through the middle of the park. We've seen that it's been a staple for Durham so far. They collect defenders and see if they can get to the edge and use the space now. Another tough run through the middle and collecting defenders. They've got to get the ball to the edge once they've done that and use that space. And there it is. Let's see if this run can go. Oh, a big cut and lost some balance. Oh, there's a good bend, and we've got another score here. This time Durham's in. And we're 7-5 with the kick to come and about a minute and a half to halftime.
Well, terrific support coming from that Durham player that scored the try. And with the convert, we would have a tie with less than a minute to go before the break.
This Durham team's really physical through the middle of the field, and they collect 2 and 3 defenders on every one of those runs, which almost always creates an overlap for them, and that last fend sets her free for the run. And the kick's no good. I blame Zach Lammercroft for that one.
And the score just before the half, but we will have another restart before the break, is 7-5 for Seneca. Seneca wearing red, Durham green and gold.
Likely our last phase of play here before halftime. Well, maybe not. With that knock on, we're probably going to get a scrum reset, and Durham's going to get another opportunity with the ball.
Unfortunate error for the Sting, with Durham inside the Seneca zone, and as you said, an opportunity to build their lead before halftime, but it'll have to be clean ball for them to do that as we're in extra time.
There's another tough run, and you can see 3-4 Seneca defenders right by the breakdown, which means there's space on the edge and a cutback right to all those defenders. We'll see if Seneca can hold off this charge by Durham and maintain their 2-point lead going to the break. Durham sticking with the game plan of bringing in physical runs, and we've got a penalty. The referee says too much extracurricular play in that breakdown. And again, we're going to have to see if Seneca can hold off this Durham charge late in, actually in extra time before the half. They got to defend here on their goal line. This has been a dominant runner. Oh, and a knock on. Seneca's got the ball. We'll see what they do. They're going to try to make something happen deep from their own zone. Oh, the ball's on the floor and whistle goes, and I would imagine that's going to send us to halftime. 7-5 lead for Seneca. Interesting game.
Yeah, good matchup. And about as close as you can get between, as you said, 2 of the top seeded teams in this tournament, this provincial championship. Seneca holding a slim 7-5 lead at the interval.
Be interesting to see what adjustments these coaches make. See if Seneca can talk about one-up tackling and be able to play a better spread defense. This Durham team keeps dominant runs through the middle of the field, and just like in the game earlier today, Seneca hasn't had the ball very much. When they get it, they're dangerous.
Yeah.
But they played a lot of defense so far today.
Yeah, they have, and they played strong defense, as we saw in that extra time before half, as Durham was pushing for that second try, but were denied, and good tackling by the Sting produced a turnover as the ball was knocked forward, and that call ended the extra time and sent it into halftime. After this, we have our second championship semifinal between the defending provincial champion Humber Hawks out of Toronto and Ottawa Algonquin. That's going to be a tasty matchup, as they say in international rugby circles, Kyle. That's a real good matchup. We were talking about the field at the start of today's tournament, and this might be the best field in Belleville right now. We enjoy the luxury, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to athletic fields in Belleville with the M.A. Sills Complex, Swicks Park Complex. But right now, this renovated Loyalist field, they renovated it over the last couple of years, and it's just in fabulous shape. I was walking around on it, so were you, before the tournament started today, and it's just like a cushion.
Yeah, it's spectacular. It's really in great shape. Loyalist has done a great job hosting today.
Well, and it's nice to see them maintain a grass field too, because a lot of schools, because of costs and maintenance and so forth, are going to turf. But rugby on grass, the way it was meant to be, nice to see them opt for the natural field and do such a good job of developing and maintaining it.
So we're getting close to the second half. 7-5 Seneca lead. I think we're in for a good second half here, and one team's going to be happy going to the gold medal final, and the other is probably going to be a little disappointed. Their season headed towards the bronze medal game.
And that gold medal, that bronze and gold medal games respectively are at 1 and 145.
So Durham to kick off. Seneca's going to get first chance to attack. And we'll see what they can do with the ball here. I lied. That kickoff went 10 meters and Durham collected it, and we're off to a quick start here for Durham. And right back to it. Collecting, there's one defender. I think maybe they talked about that. We don't want to have too much. There's that physicality that Seneca showed earlier today, winning the counter ruck, and they're off to a run. Good fend. Get the ball to space, and they may be gone. Last chance. Oh, it looks like forward. Oh, yeah, the referee's got that ball. It traveled a little bit forward in the attempted offload, and Durham's going to get a scrum.
Yeah, nice run, and it looked like it was, she attempted the offload, but unfortunately for Seneca, the ball spilled forward, and it'll be a Durham scrum just inside their end.
What a great start to the half.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
The ball came right back out the tunnel, so we'll reset. Durham's put in again. Seneca number 4 being pesky, excuse me, causes the knock on and they get the ball. So I would expect Durham number 4 to be pesky right back here, and we'll see if Seneca can get off to the attack. Well, Durham scrum wins the ball, and we've got a quick break. Good tackle. Ooh. I think we lost some footing there, and Seneca wins the ball.
Well, the Seneca tackler did a great job of getting back to her feet and stealing the ball.
We've got a number of players on the ground there now, and referee says Seneca was first to the floor and preventing the attack for Durham. So Durham's off here. Looks like one defender left, and the tackle's been made with the offload. Durham's still in the attack. Working toward the goal. It looks like Durham's going to score and take the lead. It's a little roll through on the tackle, and we have a 10-7 lead for Durham with about 4.5 minutes to play in this semifinal.
And the referee talking to the linesman to make sure it wasn't a double move. A double move in rugby is if you hesitate between hitting the ground and going in for the try. But I agree with you there. She continued the movement with the roll, which is allowed without hesitation, and Durham takes the 10-7 lead.
Two very quality teams here, and we've got a quality match on our hands here, Bones.
Yeah.
About 4 minutes to play, and it's looks like a 5-point lead. Great kick.
Yep, sure was.
12-7 for Durham.
That was not an easy angle, and she made it look easy, the kicker for the Durham Lords. And they post a 12-7 lead with 3.5 minutes to go in the second half.
Time's been turned off. We've got a Durham injury.
Yeah, hard
so
tackle.
Seneca's going to get a chance to regroup quickly here for the final 3.5 minutes. They're going to need a score to tie, and a convert could win for them.
The Durham player that is receiving treatment right now really paid the price. She was involved in that lengthy lead up to the try. Came up a little lame on the tackle. She's getting some attention now.
Yeah, I think she made that final offload to spring the scorer loose. Yep. It was a heck of a play.
Sacrificing the body.
We've got a substitute in, and the game's going to continue here. We'll see if Seneca can square it up or take a lead. It's been an interesting matchup. Great kickoff. Handled well. Number 2 for Seneca. Offload, hits the floor, and the ball's out of bounds. Durham's going to get the ball back, and they're going quick and taking no time. I would have thought perhaps with a lead they would have slowed themselves down, but they're into the attack, and they seem like they want to take this game over and finish it with a score. There's Siciliano. Again, excellent play. She turns the ball over. And Seneca now with the run.
Get outside the white line, please. Thank you. Sorry.
This is what Seneca needs late in the game here. Another big run. Looks like number 3 is gone, and she's going for the forks.
We'll have to call her the blade runner. She had that free hand doing that sprinter's cutting motion. And what I like about that, she didn't look around, no hesitation. She knew she had to keep running at top speed and worry about contact if and when it came, and it didn't. And that's a big score for Seneca.
Huge. That squares us up with the kick to go. About a minute and a half left in the game. So Seneca could take a 2-point lead. What a turnover created there by Siciliano.
Well, she got player of the game for Seneca in their first match of the day, deservedly so, and she's showing again why.
Well, there's a kick, and it's good.
Wow.
Seneca now with a 2-point lead, a little over a minute to play. Durham's going to have to get a score to advance to the final. That last half ended with a flurry, and this one started with one. Maybe we'll get another. What a game.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, this is going to be free kick to Durham. Seneca's scrambling to get 10. They've made it, so we'll see that defense again. Durham's got the opportunity to win the game here. If they can maintain possession and find a crack, go for a score. We're inside of 30 seconds left to play, so it's do or die time here for Durham. There's that pressure D from Seneca, but they slip off a tackle. Durham's still in the attack. Plenty of Seneca defenders around. And we're still about 35 meters from the goal.
Good clean.
Oh, that might have been a knock-on. No, referee says there was a offside penalty first. So Durham still in their attack late in the game. There goes the hooter, and it looks like Durham's going to score on the final play. Off to the gold medal match. Wow, what a match. Oh, I think the referee is actually checking with the line judge here.
Ooh, this will be interesting.
The assistant referee may have saw something. I think he's going to award the try, and that's the game.
Wow.
Durham off to the final. And Seneca can't believe it. They'll be in the bronze medal match. What an exciting game, Bones.
Oh, it sure was. And she'll try and add to the Durham kicker will try and add to the final score with the convert, and she does. 19-14, a comeback effort by Durham, which trailed at the half 7-5. Seneca then was up. Again, they traded tries.
And with that, the Durham Lords
great comeback right at the end by Durham.
Wow, we'll be back in a few minutes with our second semifinal. The Humber Hawks and the Algonquin Thunder. It's going to be tough to live up to that one, Bones. What a match.
Yeah, that's for sure.